We're live?
Yep, we're live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? Wherever you are, some of you are beginning to be set free, depending on where you live, and some of us are looking to another month or whatever, 3 weeks at least of this show. I did not play the intro this time because I heard from a lot of people for some reason. What the fuck was that intro? What the hell was that intro? It was long, and what's the point of it? Listen, the name of this podcast was The Journey is because when I first started doing this version of it, it's had a lot of names. But when I started doing the first version of this, and you could go back to the archives, I think, it was literally about my journey to life up until now. And it was more for fans to realize, or like, you know, I literally started at birth and told my story all the way pretty much up until now. So the name of the podcast is it's gonna not be The Journey anymore. It's gonna be something else. But when I put that together, it was about, you know, a lot of different people and, you know, and people, oh my God, it's so long. It's so like when we came up with it, putting stuff on YouTube this long was not, I don't know, it didn't seem very normal back then to do a whole podcast, which is like an hour and a half.
Right.
It didn't seem like it was something that we did all the time. But anyway, that's why we didn't play it. And so we're gonna find a new intro, find something better. The reason why I got space in my background is because I didn't like the way it looked before, even though I tried to brighten it up as much as I could. The background was reflective. It was dark. It absorbed light. It just looked. It just didn't look like I can't see it right now, but how different do you look than I look?
I'm a lot darker.
From the brightness of it. No,
Right,
I'm
yeah.
just talking about the scene, not
No,
me
yeah, yeah.
myself. Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
so
we're
much
going to
better.
put a green screen behind you,
Right.
and we're going to make you a little brighter so that you look like this a little
So I
bit.
can shine bright like
So
a
you can
diamond.
shine bright like a diamond. So anyway, that's what happened there. I don't know about your week, bro, but we get to your week. By the way, this is producer Bert, and I am Carl Spencia, and this was a rough week for me. I don't know if you've had fights or bickered or gotten into it, you know, with your family, but this last week was that week for us, bro. It was that week. It was just like,
You've been here too long.
yeah, just being together
Right.
24/7, and you don't realize that you're being a dick, but you're being a dick.
Oh, yeah.
You don't realize that you're being rude, but you're being rude.
But you are, yeah.
But everybody's like that.
Right.
Like my 13-year-old, I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, at certain points, I wanted to be like, dude, do you have any idea? Like, dude, I'm your dad. I'm not, you talk to me like that again, bro. We're going to have some issues,
Yep.
dude. You know, I was like, bro, you know what? All of your electronics are off for a day. No, I'm going to do whatever you ask. I'm going to do whatever you want. Dude, it was, yeah, it was tough. It was tough. I liken it to, it's kind of like toward the end of Monopoly where you're like, really? You're going to charge me that shit? Or at the end of Pictionary where you're like, how the fuck is this not a palm tree? You know where you pull it out and you go, does anybody know what this is? No? Nobody? Because she thinks it's a fucking palm tree. Like, it was to that place, bro. Even my 3-year-old, like, he's just happy, man.
Yeah, he's a happy camper.
Because he wanted me to heat up the pool. But I'm not going to heat up the pool because once you heat a pool up, you got to keep it warm. And unless it's actually warm, see, my pool has solar heating. So when it gets warm enough to heat the pool, it's warm enough to get in the pool. And I used to have it warm 24/7. But, dude, the gas bill is ridiculous. It takes 1 hour to heat a pool up that size, 1 hour to heat it up 1 degree. So to heat it up to about 85, something like that, 90 to where it feels warm to get in no matter how cold it is outside, it takes, 20 hours. And then you got to keep it on like 4 to 5 hours a day just to kind of maintain it because it drops. And so I said to him, like, no, let me warm up the little pool. That's what we call the jacuzzi, right? So, you guys have seen, well, if you're a fan and you follow me on Instagram, by the way, follow me on Instagram. It's at Carlos Mencia. And then we, you can see that we're in there. So there it takes, 20, 30 minutes and it's warm. And, I could be in there for a few hours, but it's still. Dude, even he was like, no, Daddy, I want big pool warm. And I'm trying to negotiate with him because he's really smart. So I'm like, listen, it takes too long to do this big pool, but we could do the little pool. Yeah, but I want the big pool. Yeah, but I know, but the big pool is it's a lot of money. A lot of money. Well, we have money. Big pool. I'm like, no, dude. It was like, oh my God.
Doesn't work that way, my friend.
So then I said, just get in the rain. So there were a couple of days were really warm, so the water kind of got warm. Not warm, but it wasn't cold. And he got in for like 30 minutes, dude. And then he got out. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not going to warm up a pool for 30 minutes of you getting in it. It's crazy, especially right now when I'm not making money. I'm not working. And no. And then my 13-year-old wants to. So we have 2 rooms. The smallest room in the house, which is where Lucas is. And he was in there because it's small. And when he was, tiny, the crib was in there. It was a great room to be in. When our second son was born, right, 3 years ago, Lucas was 10. I was like, dude, you're going to want to get in that other room, which the other room is almost twice its size. It's got a bidet in it. It's like a second master bedroom. It's got the, you know which one it is, the one in the corner.
Oh, right.
It's got the huge bathtub. It's got a bidet. By the way, on a side note, can I just say that, this whole toilet paper thing, I've had a bidet in my house for, I don't know how long. For you people that don't know, a bidet is basically
washes your culo.
Yeah, it washes your butthole, and it's next, so it's next to the toilet. I never used it. And then all of a sudden it was like, well, we're going to run out of toilet paper. So I started using that thing, man. And I'm going to be honest, at first it's creepy, dude. It's creepy. Because you're literally washing your ass and it's got shit on it. I mean, it's creepy. You got, in your butt. So it's a little weird. Plus, it's in your butt. So at first it's a little confusing because it feels a little homosexual, but you're alone, so who cares? You know what I mean? So at first I was kind of doing it and kind of trying to get in there, but not really. And, just being very ginger. Dude, by the third time I was using it, bro, I was like a cat when you scratch its back right by the tail. I'm arching it in there, bro. I'm getting in there real good.
You put it on the highest fucking.
I put it on the highest setting.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that thing is amazing, dude. You know what it's like? It's like giving your ass a shower, right? It's like giving your ass a shower every single time you go to the bathroom.
Right.
It's incredible, dude. It is incredible. Love the bidet, and I don't have to use toilet paper because you got soap, so you wash it and you get in there and you're done. And then once you're done, it's like getting out of the shower, bro. You just get a little towel that's hanging right there. Mira. Perfect. So anyway, on a side note, my son. So all of a sudden, my older son says, "You know what? Dad, I want to move in the big room," and I'm like, "Cool, not a problem." But it's not going to be right away because now this other room was designed for the little one. So the furniture that's there is bolted to the walls, but it's specific because he doesn't have a bed. So, it's got a little corner where he's at, and, you can't just move stuff in because you got to move stuff around for the big kid. So he's pissed because he doesn't understand. So he's like, I don't understand why you don't just move it, son. So I'm like, all right, let me show you, bro. do you see this big ass cupboard? And do you see this big ass cupboard? Let me go to get a ladder. I put them up the ladder. I see, you see how they're bolted back there? I didn't bolt them. I'm sure they're bolted to a 2x4 and I can unbolt them, but then I got to unbolt them and figure it out. And then we got to figure out what to bring in here. And right now there's no shopping and you're going to want furniture that's extra and we can't do that right now. So he's like, well, what about I just move my desk in there? And I'm like, dude, where are you going to put your desk? And you're putting your desk in somebody else's room. So it's not cool either.
Right.
And he starts getting pissed, and I'm really calm trying to say to him, and I know that this could be taken two ways, but I was saying to him, look, who really wanted you in this room? He's like, you. I told him over and over, you're going to want this room, son. I promise you, you're going to want this room. No, Dad, I love my room. It's small, it's tiny, it's great. So now, he's like, I want to go, but you can't just, it's not, if they were, like, if one was 8, you know what I mean, you can move it over.
Right.
But it's not, because there's nowhere to put his bed, and there's a couch right now, but the couch, and even though the couch turns into a bed, it's right in front of 2 massive covers that didn't come with the house, and they're bolted to the wall. But if a really good earthquake hits, those things probably come off and fall on top of whoever's sleeping there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So my son, he's 13. I don't want to, first of all, I don't want him hurt, let alone, like, how fucked up would that be, bro? If I go, you know what, go ahead and move in. We'll move over for now. Just sleep on it. After 6, 7, 8 weeks in quarantine so that we don't get the goddamn virus, we get a big enough earthquake, the shit pops off the wall, hits him in his face. God forbid he ends up at the hospital. I'm gonna be so pissed at him, dude.
Yep.
So I told him that. I go, I know, dude. I've been here before. Where see, this is the difference between being really young and being really old. When you're really young, you're like, dude, what are the chances that shit's gonna happen? When you get old enough, you have enough stories where that shit actually happened. I mean, if anybody has followed this podcast long enough, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like right now, the lights are not on Bert. You know why? Because I had to rearrange this whole setup, and I haven't had the time to fix things.
So that means
on this right here.
go off again?
So every 20 minutes, it's gonna go off because I haven't programmed it to set it, so the settings aren't permanent yet. So there you go. And I was just, so then I said to him, okay, look, because he's just dying. So then he'll take me in my room, like, so he'll do, right, so he's playing video games and his mom will be like, Lucas, and he'll be like, God damn it, I was focused, and I understand that. Like, I tell my wife, I go, Amy, seriously, I know you don't understand video games. I know you don't get it. I know that when you say, hey, and you expect a response right away, and if you don't get it right away, it pisses you off, and you don't understand, like, why can't you just say hello? I don't know. Women, for some reason, can do that shit. Guys cannot. Not that we're one-tracked, but we're just uber-focused human beings. I do a big joke about this, and I tell you about it, but it's going to be a really funny joke live, the difference between men and women when it comes to this. So anyway, my wife will be like, Lucas, and he'll be like, oh, and then he'll get shot, or he'll be like, I had this guy, Mom, and she'll be like, I don't understand why you don't pause it. He's like, I'm online, Mom, I can't pause online. I have to finish the game. And she's like, why can't you just do it now? He's like, I have to finish the game, Mom. So then I'm playing a video game, and he's like, Dad, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Seriously? Did you not just go through this with your mom, and you're doing it to me? But it's really quick, Dad, and you're not playing online, Dad. How do you know I'm not playing online? Well, I mean, because you normally don't play online. But how do you know I'm not playing online right now? Well, I don't.
Bert's not on.
I don't. Yeah, because I'm not playing golf with you, so he assumes that I'm not. So anyway, I pause the game and I go, "What do you need?" And he goes, "Well, Dad, I know I can't move in. We've been through this. I get it. I understand. But can I show you that when I do move, what I'm gonna do?" So I go upstairs and he tells me, so I'm gonna do this and this, and then he goes, and then we're gonna buy. I go, dude, there you go, bro. We can't buy anything right now. There's no furniture places we can go to. Like, whatever you're thinking. Oh, you're right, Dad. Well, no. Okay, with just the stuff that I have, I'm thinking I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bring my cupboards from over there. I go, dude, you're not gonna bring your cupboards because Your cupboards were made for a 3-year-old. So your room was built for a 3-year-old. I'm not going to mess up that room and redo another room and then have to redo the furniture for the child. I'm not going to do that, dude. So, okay, Dad. 3 hours later, I'm playing the game again or something. Dad, oh my God, you're back.
Oh.
Okay, Dad.
Wait. This quick question.
Yeah. Quick question. Dad, quick question. Okay, well, let me show you something, Dad. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if I'm like, can I finish the game? Nah, wait. What do I hear in the background, bro? What's this, guys? Oh, just let me finish the game.
Nah.
There it is, bro. There it is. Man, okay, fine. God damn it, I'll go. Then I'll go up there and he goes, I got an idea, Dad. This is what I'm going to do. I'm like, okay. So then I got to a point where I was like, listen, son. There are places that when you buy furniture, you go online and they ask you for the dimensions of your room. And all you have to do is go on there, and you and I could do it together, and then we can piece together exactly what we're going to put in your room and how we're going to do it. Now, remember, this is just so that in your head you could know what it's going to be, but we can't do it right now. It's just not possible. And by the way, I'm not even thinking about the fact that my 3-year-old might just say, that's not my room. I don't want to go to sleep. And, then he's going to freak the fuck out. And you guys don't know, like, this little fucker is just, they're both like me that way. Like, if you hate your kids or you dislike your kids, most likely it's because they're exactly like you. By the way, I want you people to understand that if I was Lucas, my son, I would be saying and doing the exact same shit as him. I mean, Bert will tell you, I'm exactly the same. When I need some shit done, I will keep going to the store and adjusting and going and adjusting and going until I get the shit right. It's just, I get it. I'm like him. Why leave for later what you can do now? You can only do things in the now. What's done is done, and you cannot change it. And the past is never here. Only the now is here. So you can say, I'm going to change something in a minute. But when you do change it, it's still in the now because you can only change it now. You cannot change something a minute later. You can only change it now. You can wait a minute to change it, but you can only exist in the now. And now I want this shit done. I get it. Totally get it. And I think that that's what pisses me off, that I see myself in what he's doing, and it bothers me that he's doing it, and it bothers me more that it's like, you're just like me, fuck, man. And in the like, not in the worst way, because I mean, this, everything is good and bad, right? Everything is good and bad. My issue with him is that I'm pretty much let's do things now with everything. He's let's do things now with shit that inspires him. And so when it comes to video games, when it comes to this, yes. When it comes to a book that he has to read, so this, I'll give you an example. And no, with books, I'm kind of like this too, actually. Fuck. So he was supposed to read a book. It was The Shining. He picked a book that was pretty long for a kid like him. So when he picked the book, we go, okay, you're going to have how long till you have to read this book? And so we spaced out the days, right? Mm-hmm. So I mathematically figured out, I go, okay, son, if you read 18 pages a day, by the day before you're supposed to finish this book, you'll finish this book. All you got to do is read 18 pages a day, which, depending on how fast you read, is somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes, depending on how fast you read. He was like, oh, that's not a lot, Dad. That's not a lot. So a few weeks later, I'm like, son, yeah, Dad, have you read it? Oh, yeah, Dad. What page are you on? This page. Okay, let's do the math. You're going to have to read 42 pages every day now because you didn't wait. Few days later, son, have you read it? Yeah. What page? You're at 60 pages a fucking day. So when it comes to that stuff, I could read it later, Dad. But when it's, and oh my God, and he did a Charlie on me, bro. He did a Charlie.
Awesome.
Okay, so one of my I love all my openers, but I can say that one of my favorites, he passed away, and he was great, man. I mean, and I just love him to death. Freddie Soto, love him to death. And he used to do this bit about his dad, how his dad would tell him to go find something, and he wouldn't tell him where it was. He would just say, go get me the chingadera, the chingadera. And he goes, what chingadera? You know the chingadera. Well, where is it, Dad? You know, it's right there on the side to the left of the thing on the box over there. And then he would do this thing. God damn it, if I go over there and I find it, I'm going to kick your ass. And that was great. But then he did this thing where he was like, oh, you can't find it? Oh, but if it was your friend Charlie. Oh, Charlie. I love you, Charlie. I found it, Charlie. It was right there, Charlie. But with me, dude, he pulled a Charlie on me, bro.
Oh, that's awesome.
My son Lucas's friend asked him for something on the internet, and dude, figured it out like that. They were FaceTiming, and he goes, got it, man, got it. And then I asked him for something. He goes, I don't know how to find it, Dad. And I did it. I go, oh, but if it was your friend Charlie. And dude, Amy Remex
yeah.
died.
Rest in peace, Freddie Soto.
Died laughing. And he did that to me. And so earlier today, he kind of, he's getting a little antsy. It's not his fault, dude. I mean, he's been home. He hasn't seen his friends, so he's getting a little agitated. I completely understand.
Yeah.
What I did was I said to everybody, guys, be aware that we're being shitty to each other. So don't be shitty. Just try really hard not to be shitty, because this isn't our fault. Like, I know it's not your fault.
Yeah.
I get it. But at a certain point, I got to tell myself, like, dude, be nice, because
No, I get it, bro.
it's the little things, bro. It's the little things. Yep. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't realize that, every once in a while, my wife has this thing. Have you seen the commercial for it looks like a rolling pin for paint, but it's about that big, and you press it and it goes, and you use it on your feet to get rid of like all the calluses and stuff, and it smooths them out really nicely. Wow. Yeah. I love that her feet are smooth. Never realized that she does it sometimes, right before we go to bed in this little place. Had no fucking idea. Now I know. I know now, bro.
Now I know where her feet are soft.
I know now, dude. Because now I'm like, what is that fucking noise? But she was like,
it's not a cool. It's not a good noise.
Yeah, but she goes, what are you talking about? This is the noise that you hear every other day. Like, this has never been different for all these years since I bought this thing. And I was like, I never goddamn noticed, because then it was like, oh, babe, what's up? Oh, everything's cool. Yeah. Now it's like every little noise, every little thing, dude.
Everything.
It's getting to the point. So this last week was just brutal that way, bro. Brutal. It was so hard to deal. And now I'm at the other side of it, where I'm like, okay, I'm the dick in this situation. I get that I'm being an asshole because they're just behaving normally, and so we're all behaving normally but irritating each other. And so it's kind of like, you know what, guys? Let's designate alone time for all of us, except for Nicholas, because he's 3 and you can't leave him alone. But for the rest of us, let's designate it. Let's find, once or twice a day where we could just spend an hour doing whatever we want. Whatever. Even Lucas, you could play any video game that's of his age. You know what I mean?
Right.
You could do whatever you want. Play
ahead.
with whoever you want. You got 1 hour. Go do it. This is the hour. After that, we come together as a family. We'll play Monopoly together. Oh, my God. We finished the game of Monopoly, dude.
The actual real game? Not
the
deal.
real Monopoly game.
Wow.
We finished, dude. My mom played. I played. My mom played. Lucas and Amy, and dude, I felt no problem whatsoever bankrupting everybody, dude. And I didn't even have Park Place, bro. Didn't even. I had the green ones before Park Place. To me, those are the best.
Oh, right.
Because they're not as expensive as Park Place. The houses are not as expensive, and you get 3 instead of 2. So if you get, I don't know what is that, North Carolina State, whatever those are, the green ones.
Yeah, the green ones.
Dude, I got hotels on each one at one point. Ooh, bro. It was like, no, give me your properties. No, give me all that stuff. No. Give me.
Yep.
And we even play, I don't know if you play this version, because this is why it takes forever with us. We play a version of Monopoly where if you have to pay a fine or pay for parking or the jail or any of that stuff, or you have to pay property taxes, you don't pay it to the bank. You put it in a pool. And if you land on, God, which one is it? I forgot which one. But if you land on one of them, you get all the money.
Right.
And so sometimes you're broke, and there's like $800 in that thing, and then all of a sudden you're like, damn, and you come back, you're like, fuck, I almost had them, and now they buy property again, and so. But dude, we finished it. It was amazing. I don't know.
Fuck, I don't know when's the last time we actually played that game. Like, we play the card Monopoly deal.
We play Monopoly deal all the time.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Do you ever remember finishing a game?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Probably not. I don't know, honestly.
By the way, anybody out there?
Maybe when on rainy days when I was younger,
I don't ever remember finishing.
Yeah.
I remember that people would just be like, I give up or I'm done. Because after 3 hours
oh, dude, you're like, fuck this.
But you know what? If you play fast, you can get it done quicker and quicker. Because at first, you don't realize that you can.
Right.
And finish. And then later, dude, and then there's you know how some people play, well, you got to go around one time before you can buy properties? That's not true, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You buy properties out the gate, dude.
Right out the gate.
So, dude, what we did, just buy property, buy property, buy property, buy property,
Hey,
buy property,
quick.
buy property, bro. Buy property, buy
That's
property, dude.
That's beautiful.
And then, you get it gets good, dude. It gets good. So anyway, I got it out. This was my hour. By the way, guys, this was my hour. Remember I said that we all get an hour. This was my hour to be doing whatever I want to vent. And look, I know that it's not anybody's fault that lives in the house. I get it. I understand. I get it. It's just that, being together 24/7, you just start, I mean, no, like I start worrying about my son. Like, he's going to school.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, when they kick back into gear, or whenever that is that they start going to school and, doing the work that you're supposed to do when you go there, are they going to be behind? Is he going to have to go to summer school?
Right.
Are we going to have to do summer school to do it? And if I do summer school, am I going to have to pay? And right now, I'm paying for his education. I think I'm paying full price, which is a crazy amount of money for him getting one third or 1/4 of the education, even though he's doing online courses. Dude, it's tough. So I haven't worked since March. So all the bills, you got to go and check out, and then they got to okay you, and then can you pay this bill till later?
Mm-hmm.
And, can you pay the mortgage? Do I have to pay mortgage? Can you give me 3 months that I didn't work of okay? And how do you do that? Yeah. They'll do it, by the way. All of them will do it. But, dude, the amount of paperwork you got to fucking fill out, the amount of shit you got to do. And it's like, look, I'm in Southern California. I'm a comedian. You really want to check if I'm making a little money on the side? Like, where am I doing this? Like, where? I can't even find an audience to do it to. And if I do, it's some shit that's never been done before, and I will not do what Juan does.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, actually, let me think, because Juan does it on Zoom, so he can hear if people laugh.
Yeah.
So that's okay. I mean, I guess I could do that, but some comedians are just doing like stand up into the air. Yeah. That's just
weird.
Actually,
they're doing. I think they're doing the Zoom thing too. They're doing, they're like, hey, it's $10.
Yeah, but they're not doing stand-up, are they?
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen stand-up yet.
I think Brad is doing it.
Yeah, so they're doing.
Yeah.
So they're inviting people on Zoom.
Yeah, he did. It was like $10, and then he could only get 100 people or something like that, and then that was it. He did. I think he did one just recently.
Well, dude, $10, 100 people at $10 is $1,000.
Right.
That's not bad, dude.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. Here's the problem. Once you do that, unless you only do it for Zoom and you tell everybody that they can't record it, that material is burned.
Right.
So it's kind of like doing a special. So you got to blow. You see what I'm saying? It's just it's a lot more complicated than it seems. You got to worry about all this stuff, and then you got to worry about getting it. And dude, I watch the news every day, and one day if you had it, you won't get it. The next day, if you had it, you might get it. The next hour, you're not gonna get it. The next 3 hours, you're gonna get it for sure. The next day after that, they're not sure if you're gonna get it, but you might. Then they tested. It's just like every goddamn day, it's something different. And then like. Do I really need to see that sneeze test shit? Have you seen that?
No. What sneeze test shit?
So they put a blue light, and they have somebody sneeze.
Mm-hmm.
And they have somebody in front of them, right, with the mask and like a tarp. And they go, achoo! And then you literally see when your saliva and the droplets hit, it turns like a bright green.
Uh-huh.
And you just see how far all your germs and spit shit goes into somebody else if you don't cover your mouth. Yeah, it's disgusting.
Right.
Like I don't need to know that. First of all, even without an epidemic, who the fuck is sneezing without covering their shit?
Exactly.
Like when was this a trend? When was achoo into the middle of everybody a trend? I don't get it. And I'm pretty disgusting. I sometimes pretend I'm playing soccer, and if you catch me somewhere and nobody's around and I'm out on the street, I'll do it and do it out. I'll do it. I mean, I get it, but not in front of other people or if anybody's around me. Anyway, bro, I've been monopolizing the conversation. How's your week with regards to all this stuff?
I mean, it's the same fucking thing, bro. Groundhog's Day, basically. I mean, actually, we went over to my sister-in-law's on Sunday, but we kept our masks on, and because it was my father-in-law's birthday. So
you guys did social distancing?
Yeah, and my sister-in-law, she's got a big house, but we took sushi, and the sushi spot we go to, it's cool because they everything they make is they got gloves, they got everything on, masks and all that stuff. So I don't feel like this is the second time we've had it, so it's good. Which is great because fucking I miss the shit out of sushi.
Do you?
Oh.
I miss this. I haven't had sushi since this, and I've been scared to order it.
Nah.
Well, not that way. To me, sushi, if you don't eat it there, it's just not the same.
I don't know.
It was
bomb,
I like good sushi. I mean, not good sushi. I like cold sushi,
right,
and then warm sushi. So I don't know.
Yeah, no.
How the warm sushi's gonna taste? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it was delicious, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so
I'm feeling like I need to get some.
Bro, it was so good. So that's what we did.
So where'd you get it from?
From the place we always go to. The
all-you-can-eat place?
Yeah, they're still open, but
But
they
they're
just
not
have
all-you-can-eat.
No, he just has like combos now. So.
Oh, so you order combos?
Yeah.
And call in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I want to get some chocho-san, bro. I see, but here's the thing. My favorite thing on that menu, I don't know how it's gonna taste. Because they got to put it on a plate, and it's big and it's perfect. You know what I mean? The way they set it up.
Yeah.
And it's by the way, it's if you're in Encino, it's called Chocho-san, and it's on the corner of Balboa, kind of on the right next to Bevmo, Dunkin' Donuts actually on Ventura and Balboa. Yeah, and they have this. It's not a salad, but it's spinach with a warm mushroom sauce and tuna on the outside. It's like a seared tuna. Oh, how good is that shit, bro?
Oh.
But see, I'm sure that if I order it, it's not going to taste the
bro,
same.
it's bomb, bro.
Well, not that, though. Not that, because it won't be warm by the time we get there.
Yeah, but
the shit will be wilted by the time we get it.
You know what? Dude, it's right down the street from your house.
Yeah, I know.
You'll be fine. Trust me.
No, I know I'll be fine. I just don't want to ruin it. I'd rather wait. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mind ordering sushi.
I can't.
Or sashimi.
I couldn't wait.
You know what I mean? So, because what did you get?
Oh, we got all kind of rolls and...
Yeah, perfect. But did you get anything that was like warm, sensitive? Like, did you get any? Did you get some unagi? Oh, that's eel, by the way.
Yeah.
Did you get any eel?
Yeah.
How was it when it was
cold?
Fucking,
it was bomb.
Really?
I swear. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was. Oh.
Am I being
so
bougie? Is that what's going on?
I think so, bro.
I don't. But it's not about that. It's not like I just don't want to ruin it. I don't want to taste it and ruin it. There's all kinds of other shit to eat. You know what I mean? Like for now, but I am totally missing sushi.
Right.
That's the one thing. At first, it was because it's cold.
Yeah.
And Anything cold.
and it's cool because like where we go, like they don't put any of the sauces on top of the, that
They put it on the side?
they put it on the side, and they put it like right in front of the rolls, so you know exactly what sauce goes on top. So which is perfect. It's like, all right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know, bro. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And it sucks because we took it to the house, and everybody in the house eats sushi. So it's like we took a ton of it, but
all gone right away.
Oh, quick, because like I said,
right.
Even the little kids.
Yeah.
So we've trained. Like, my kids, they fucking love sushi. We trained them since they were little. But yeah. So
I'm gonna do it.
I would.
I'm gonna do it. After this. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna order a bunch of stuff at Chocho-san, pick it up, and see where the world takes us, baby.
Yeah.
See where the world takes us. But have you gotten pissed off at your family yet? Have you gotten mad at anybody for no reason? I mean, have you snapped yet? Have you?
I haven't snapped.
Gotten pissed?
No, well, you know
raised
what?
your voice, or just frustrated? And
it's cool because I'll just go in the garage.
Oh, so that's what you do?
Yeah. So I with this fucking time at home, my wife and I, we actually cleaned our garage.
Nice.
So, I have a big ass TV in there. My old TV that I had before I got the big. So I put that TV inside. So I'll go in there now, and I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna watch Lucifer.
Have you caught up yet? Have you got all of them yet?
I watched them all.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
I love it. I was watching Lucifer from the
minute
it came out.
You're the one that told me, dude. You gotta watch Lucifer.
Love it. Yeah. You know what's my favorite thing about Lucifer is that there's one, I don't remember what episode, but there's one episode in Lucifer where he kind of goes, "Why does everybody think I'm evil? I'm not evil. I punish evil."
Right.
Like, I'm the punisher. It's not that I'm evil. It's that if you're evil, you go to hell and I punish you. That's my job. My job isn't to be evil. It's to punish evil. Because if I was evil, basically what he's saying is if he was evil, then when evil people went to hell, they would like basically be in heaven because they would all be evil and they would all be like, hey, we're together now when we're, and that's not what it is. It's an interesting twist on the whole, folklore of the devil. Yeah. I kind of liked it. Kind of enjoyed it.
Oh, I love it.
Kind of enjoyed it. I'm still waiting for the episode. So do you remember the series now? Because it's kind of fresh in your mind.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember the one episode where he kind of got pissed off with God because he realized that God made her specifically
for him,
so to speak? Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, well, now I don't know if I like her because of her or because God made her for me.
Right.
Or she likes me because God made me for her. Like, what's this shit all about? Yeah. It never went anywhere.
No, it didn't. It just kind of
like, and what does that mean? God made her. Is she special? Does she have gifts? Like, what? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
like, what's going on with her? Because
you find out in the season 4, the finale, you kind of,
but not her.
Yeah, with her, kind of,
but there's no like why. I don't know. It's not answered yet.
Right.
And I kind of been waiting for it. Anyway, I'm sure you guys are downloading and doing whatever.
Oh, I mean, at this point, it's like, fuck, what can I watch now?
How long have we been doing it?
44 minutes.
All right, so we're gonna end this one pretty soon because this next part is only the beginning of it, and I don't have an answer, but I know that people are already starting to ask, and I don't know if you've had it. So let's just brush on the subject and then keep it till later next week. But people are starting to get, especially in certain states. For some reason, red states are more than blue states.
Right.
So it seems like liberal progressives are like, let's stay at home and save every life humanly possible. And conservatives are, listen, people die. It's the way it is. Yeah. I mean, if you go on Fox, they literally, or you listen to Rush Limbaugh or people like him or Levine or whatever, they literally will say, this many people die in car crashes every year. We don't stop driving. This many people die we don't stop doing that.
It's not contagious.
Well, no, but they will say
You know.
about the flu. The flu is pretty contagious. I mean,
Yeah.
but they'll still say like 30,000 people die of the flu.
The
But here's the difference. The difference is that we have not vaccines, but we you
Well,
know
exactly.
we have.
Well, you get the flu
basically a
shot.
You get your flu
yeah.
shot. So you get the flu shot. That's one thing. But here's the other thing, that those deaths are with us not really doing anything else, right? Whereas this is different in the sense that if you're saying right now, well, not that many people have died, because we're fucking staying home. According to something recent in LA, they tested, did you see this? That only about, I think it's 5 to 10% of people in Los Angeles have been exposed to the virus.
Mm-hmm.
At best, 5%, at worst, 10%. Which, by the way, good case, bad case scenario, as our Mayor Garcetti said. And here's why. Good case, we've kept people from getting it. Bad case, 90% of us have still not been exposed to this virus, which means, do the numbers of how many people have died in LA and just multiply that. Like almost 1 million people have gotten the virus, and we have about 42,000. So by the time we actually hit 1 million people, it'll be somewhere around 50,000 dead. That's 1 million people. We have 330 million people. Imagine that. At 1 million, 50. So multiply 50.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again, and see how many people die. And at what point, will if states go back and then people start dying, at what point are they going to say, fuck, let's go back and go back to
Let's go
to
back
the house
to the
again.
14.
Correct. But here's my other thing. Let's just say that a restaurant opened up right now in LA, and they said you could come, you could social distance, because that's all you could do. You can't eat with the fucking mask. So the only people wearing masks
Are the workers.
And I don't know how I'm going to feel about opening a mask, shoveling shit in my mouth, closing the mask. I don't know that I'm going to. Would you do that? Would you go to a restaurant and eat with a mask on and just like open it, put a spoonful in, put it down, chew your food, swallow, open it, put it in? I mean, with sushi, I could do it.
Right.
You get one sushi, you dip it, you put it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wipe your mouth. But I mean, would you go?
Nah.
And under what circumstances would you go? Let's say Chocho-san or your favorite sushi spot opened up and they said, this Friday, we're open. Under what circumstances would you go this Friday?
None.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So
I'll get it to go.
when they open up all this stuff, who's going to be going to it? I mean, dude, this Friday, they're going to open up bowling alleys.
Bro, in Georgia, that's
In
fucking
Georgia.
crazy, bro.
Bowling alleys.
Hair salons.
Dude, where people just go and sit down and cough and talk. And are you crazy?
Like, I
Hair
can understand
salon, nail salons.
I'm like, okay. But
by the
those
way,
are like
it says what's important to that fucking state, right?
Fuck.
Of all the shit they're going to open,
tattoo parlors, too.
like what tattoo? Yeah.
I'm
like
like-
who came up with this fucking list?
I'm like, wow. That's
Like, who
awesome.
came up with this
That's
list?
fucking-
It's just in Georgia. We're going to open up. Listen, we got real important shit. First of all, God damn it, we need a bowling. we need
Somebody said they'll go see you if it was on Friday.
that would be awesome. But then here's my problem. When I find out that somebody comes to see me perform live and they get sick, I'm going to feel like shit.
Right.
God forbid somebody came to one of my shows, got sick and died, or somebody that I know or some fan gave it to somebody that died. I'd feel fucking horrible. Horrible. But then again, what am I going to do? What are we going to do, shows to people at comedy clubs like this? I don't know that that's going to work either.
Yeah.
But bowling alleys, tattoo. Hey, listen, man, you got to bowl. You got to be able to get a fucking tattoo. And my nails, I swear to God. Like nail salons. But I'm curious as to who would go. Because I'm thinking, of a bowling alley. Is somebody going to go and sanitize every ball to make sure that the ball that I go get is sanitized? And like, am I gonna drink? Did they sanitize the drinks? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did they make sure that every cup is disposable? And did they touch it? This, like, dude, there's a lot of shit. I don't know if you saw this. Oh, maybe you can pull it up, Bert. But there was a diagram of a restaurant, and this was a Chinese restaurant that had 4 big tables that sat like 8 to 10 people on each. So imagine a graph, right, guys? There's 4 tables on a graph, and then the top table to the right, which for you guys is top to the right. One person right there had it, and that person gave it to like 12 to 14 other people that were sitting nowhere near them. So basically, they realized that the virus came out of them, got airborne, went into the ventilation system, went in, came back in, went into other people's mouths, and all kinds of people got sick that were sitting nowhere near them, bro. Like, the people close to them got it. The people on the bottom table got it. Like, everybody that was sitting there, not everybody, but every table, somebody got it from that one dude. Yeah.
Damn.
Exactly. I'm hoping that I got it, dude. I was around my nephew, who we now think had it because he had all the symptoms. He had the taste he couldn't taste. He was the thing that wouldn't go away, the breathing. I mean, God, he's only 18, 19 years old. So thank God he was fine. But we think he gave it to all of us because all of us kind of got sick a little bit. And so I'm hoping that I already got it. And I'm hoping that if you get it and you get exposed to it again, nothing bad will happen. But who knows? But my point was this. I went off on a rant. My bad. We're going to start to have to ask questions pretty soon of, are you willing to die for your lifestyle? Or for whatever job you have, or for whatever you really love to do, or for wherever you really love to go. That conversation is gonna be had, bro, real fucking soon. And it's a tough conversation to have, bro. But it's gonna be had. It has to be had. I mean, right now, you and I could fly to Jacksonville, Florida. Or fly to Miami, right? We could fly to Miami. Mm-hmm. It's probably one flight a day, and on an empty plane. We could fly there, drive up, or maybe drive to. Well, no, we fly to Orlando and then drive up to Jacksonville, and we go to a beach. And it's outside, and you're supposed to practice social distancing, and you're not supposed to be close to anybody, but you can go to a beach. Whereas to me, bro, I wanted to go. Oh, did you hear that they gave a ticket to Brady for being at a park? Or shit like that?
In Tampa.
Was it in
Tampa? Yeah, he was at a closed. Well, the parks are closed.
Right.
And he went in there. He was working out, I guess, with somebody else. And
yeah. And they gave him a ticket.
Like,
Tom fucking Brady. By the way, what does Florida have against the Patriots? They ticket Tom Brady, and they busted what's his name for getting a happy ending. The owner, Kraft.
Oh yeah.
Remember? Remember? Was it last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last year for getting. Yeah. So somebody in Florida does not like the Patriots. Hate them. But yeah. So I was thinking, right? So I do that thing on not FaceTime, on Instagram, where I pretended to be in space. By the way, that's why the space background is not just because it's random. It's because today I'm in space because I want to get away from everybody, because I'm literally tired of turning on the television and watching, like, today this is the information, tomorrow it's the different information. You can get it, you can't get it. It is airborne, it's not airborne, and it's just like it's getting fucking annoying to hear the back and forth, and the president says this, and then the doctor say this, and then the president say that. Then the doctor say, no, the president was right. And no, I'm just fucking sick of it. So today I just needed to be in space, and that's why I'm coming live to you from space. But we're going to end it on that, man. It's a tough one, man. But people are starting to really, really freak out. People want to start going back to work. I don't think that people that do go back to work are I don't think that those businesses, I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know if those businesses are going to make money. It's like you said. How many people are really going to go out to a bowling alley?
Yeah. It's like bars and shit.
Well, bars are not included. Bars are not included.
Until Monday.
Where?
In Georgia.
For real?
I think that's what he said. Like Friday, he's opening up some, and then Monday.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm coming to Georgia. I'm going to Georgia, bitch.
Nightclubs and bars, if I'm not mistaken. He said open on the 27th.
Well, shit. If they're opening
Monday.
bars in Atlanta, and I'm gonna test myself that I got the virus. If I got the virus and they're opening shit in Atlanta, I will perform in Atlanta. I will perform. I will, but only if I already got it. Only if I already got it.
Yeah.
If I didn't get it,
Yeah, but you don't know if you got it. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, May 1st, bars. May 1st.
But they're
bars in Georgia. Yeah.
Bars in Georgia, and bars means comedy clubs.
Yeah.
So, dude, they got 3 comedy clubs.
I mean, there's gonna be stipulations, obviously, but I mean, I don't know.
What are the stipulations?
No, it's still social distancing inside.
Well, then that can't happen. I don't know if they can happen.
They're gonna have to, they're gonna have to limit takeout tables and be like, hey, you can only stand here. And they're gonna have to improvise, do some shit.
So they're probably gonna put like a
X's on the floor.
Like X's on the floor or some shit.
Other dance floor. You want to dance? You got to dance, but you got to dance on the X.
You got to dance on the X. You got to go to a club, and those are gonna be the fights, bro. Hey, fuck you, bro. This is my ex.
This is my ex.
This is my ex, bro.
Fuck that.
That's fights in the future are gonna be no punches. It's just gonna be 2 dudes going on each other
or spitting at each other.
Like whoever can.
I got you, bitch.
Yeah, whoever can spit the farthest is gonna be the king ass kicker of all. Dude, that's gonna be all. It's gonna be so funny. Like, you want to fight? Fuck yeah.
Oh shit!
I'll win a lot of fights because I've been spitting for distance for a really long time. Bert will tell you, I can hawk one for a really, and it's something that I've practiced. So I'm good at this next one. May 1st. Well, I'm gonna do the test. I'm gonna do the antibody test and see if I got the antibodies. And if I do have the antibodies, then I do believe, bro, that I might go to one of those places. Because if they're doing it already, I'm just like, hey, it's on them, not me. I already got it, so I'm not putting myself in a weird spot. But I'm saying that now, dude. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think fuck. It's a tough one, dude. It's a fucking tough one because it's funny right now and the whole social distancing and X marks the spot and it's fighting and it's funny as shit, but somebody dies, dude.
Oh yeah,
it's just real as fuck, man. It just makes this shit real as fuck. And you know what? Unless it's somebody that you know or somebody that you care about, you just don't understand. Those are just numbers. Like right now, dude. I turn on the TV and I see this many people in the world got it. This many people in the world died. This many people in America got it. This many people in the world died. And you know.
Oh, bro, I know. Trust me, because I get, my wife who works for,
Yeah. She works in the healthcare industry.
Right. So I get daily updates. She's hey babe, look at our, who she works for. She goes, this is today.
Yeah.
Look at these numbers.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, man.
And here's the thing. And here's the thing about Los Angeles that most people don't understand. Like everybody's been saying,
a lot of them are
that
home.
California is like, we're one of the states where the shit never went up, right?
Right.
But look at our numbers. The shit never went down.
Yeah.
Never went. It's still like many a day, and it's still there. Like people aren't dying here as much, but they're still getting it at the same rate, right? They're still dealing with that at the same
And the problem is the
fucking
testing,
rate.
And it's funny because, dude, they're testing like right by my house, right down the street.
Yeah.
Every day, you can go and take a test.
Yeah, but see that test, I don't know. To me,
but I'm like, I
know I don't have it.
Yeah,
but I think I had it. So the test that I want to take is the antibody test.
Right.
I want to see because if I have that, then I'll feel safer.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because me and our kids have not practiced social distancing.
Well, it's like I.
So if I got it, they got it.
It's like I said before. I think my daughter had it.
You think she got it from us, probably?
No. Well, she had it, and she got really sick at the end of December.
But did she come over the house at that time?
I'm not
because
sure.
that's when Chris was over the house.
She might have. Well, she got it. It was end of December.
Yeah.
And remember early January.
Yeah. I remember.
When she went back to school.
Yeah.
She went to school Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday she was like, I don't feel good. We took her to the doctor.
Right.
And then they kept her out Friday and Saturday. And it was not, she just, dude, it was
And
running
it wasn't
a
the
fever.
flu, and she
No,
didn't know. Yeah.
she couldn't, the fever wouldn't come down.
Yeah.
And it was she had
Right.
it for like, dude, she had a fever for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, and she's young, dude.
Yeah.
So, you know.
She's 13. So
young
it was
people
like,
right now are not really getting affected by it. So if she was 13,
So it's
you know what I
crazy,
mean?
though.
It got her.
But it was, we were all, I mean, she was in the house with us. So I don't know, like.
Yeah, yeah. And
You
you
know,
didn't,
if
I mean,
we
you
got
didn't
it-
really practice social distancing.
Right. I mean, that was, like I said, that was end of December, early January.
Right, right.
You know, and then, like I said, but after that, you know, she stayed, she finally, it finally broke after, I'd probably say 2 weeks of fever, straight fever.
Yeah.
You know, and it was 104. Like, so we were kind of like, dude, what's up? Like,
Right.
you know, usually you take,
Yeah.
and it goes away. No.
Yeah. I hope I got it just so that I don't have to deal with this shit. I hope my
Right.
family got it already so we don't have to deal with this shit. But these questions about opening and what we're going to do, they're tough questions, man, because at the end of the day also, you know what I mean? I know that the suicide hotline last week was like blowing up because people are getting sad. Some people can't pay their bills.
Right.
I mean, that shit is
But
hard
dude,
too.
it's like
so.
crazy because like when I go out in my backyard to barbecue and to
Yeah.
cook, you know, well, because you know where I live, so
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful because I get to see the planes.
Right.
They come directly over my house
Right.
to turn to land at LAX. Dude,
No
I'm
planes.
outside. I'm like, I'll be out there for an hour.
Not one plane.
Not one
Yeah.
plane.
And for you
And I'm
people
like-
that don't understand about a plane every 5 to 7 minutes flies over his house normally, because at LAX, a plane lands pretty much every minute.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So we
Lands
got-
or takes off
yeah.
every minute, right? It's 2 runways, so one is landing and taking off pretty much every minute. And, you know, to have an hour of none.
Dude, it's fucking insane, bro.
Yeah.
Insane. Like yesterday.
But I mean,
was
think
out
about this. Is insane. We've been home for almost 2 fucking months, dude. It's.
I
I
know.
don't care. And I know why we're doing it, and I'm not mad we're doing it. But it is insane. This is dude. If anybody would have said you're gonna live at a time when they're gonna tell you can't leave your house pretty much for 2 months or longer, we would have been like, "Get the fuck out of here with that
Bullshit.
shit."
Yeah.
But that's real. It's real.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man.
And so
I don't know.
everybody's going to get to a point, right? Everybody's going to get to a point where they're like, "Hey,
This is it.
I can't. I
Yeah.
gotta go. I gotta go out. I think it's going to be more. I gotta work. I think the
Right.
problem is going to be if you work at a hotel. Like, how many people are really going to go to your hotel? How many
Mhm.
people are really going to go to your bar? How many people are really going to go to the movie theater? How
Yep.
many people are going to go to the comedy club? How many people are really going to go shop at Best Buy? How many people, like, think of places where people gather. You know what I mean? How many people are
Yeah.
really going to go to those places knowing that all it takes is one person to give all of us this shit? And then
Hey, bro.
those numbers pop up and we're all back in the same place. And that's when it's going to be tough. Because are
You
we
know
going to
what?
say, fuck it? If people die, people die. We got to,
Yeah.
or are people going to be like, shit, let's go back to the house? And
Right.
that's going to suck.
Yeah. So interesting. So my wife and I will go out like on the weekend to either Sam's Club or Costco to get it.
Right.
Our shopping for the whole week, and
Right.
then, we don't have to go out.
Right.
So yesterday we decided, Sunday we didn't go, so we decided we'll go Monday. So we went yesterday, and usually we go to Sam's Club because Sam's Club, they do a good job, and
Yeah.
you can pay with your app.
Right.
So they don't touch anything. You just boom, slide and
Right.
pay. You just scan everything on your
Right.
own. You're out. So
Right.
we go to Costco yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I think I was having a panic attack, and my wife was like, "What the fuck?"
Why?
Dude, there were so many fucking people. No, dude, you have no idea, bro.
No, I get
was
it.
like,
I get it, dude.
I literally,
I get it.
stopped,
I get it.
and like in the meat department, I looked at her and I go, "Babe, there's too many fucking people in here.
Yeah.
Like way too many fucking people."
So
in
you
here.
didn't go in?
No, we were in there already, so I was like,
Ugh.
fuck. So then I said, hey, I'm not even going to check meat. I'm just going to go fuck it.
Right.
So I just went the other way. But, dude, it was fucking packed in that section.
I get it, dude.
I was like, dude, you got to be fucking kidding me.
I had a moment like that. If you've been listening to the podcast from the beginning, I was talking about how my son was, wants shit done and he wants it now. And I was pissed because I'm the same way. It's not because he's different than me. It's because he's exactly like me. Well, I wanted tacos the other day. And when I want tacos, there's nothing else that will satiate that need. There's no other food that tastes like tacos. There's no other food that is kind of like tacos. There's no other food that I can be like, well, you know what?
Have some of this.
I'll just have this. There's none of it. Sorry. There's none of that. None of it whatsoever. So, I really wanted tacos. Really wanted tacos. And not every place is open right now. And I went to this taco truck off of, Winnetka, where our office used to be way back in the day.
Oh, right.
The place that has those tacos de cabeza and pastor that are really, really, really good. Dude, I went there, and there were four groups of people, you know, kind of standing away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
They were social distancing, but you know, this isn't a permanent thing, so it's not like when I went to go get ice cream by your house the other day, dude, they have X's.
Oh yeah.
They have a line where you order, don't pass this line.
Right.
Get close to the
I love
window.
that shit. All over the place.
But don't pass it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's X's. Stand on the fucking X's.
Yep.
Love that. Well, this, you know, it's a taco truck. So I don't think that they could just put shit there. They didn't, or at least they didn't. And there were people, and they were distanced from each other, but there were like four groups. So one had two, one had three, one had three, one had four. And I saw that, and I was like, I want tacos, but not that fucking much.
Yeah.
And I just didn't go because I was like, I don't want to be around that many people. I don't.
Should have called me, fool.
No, but you know what I'm saying? It was like, I don't want to be around that many people.
Some tacos.
Well, nah, dude, I ended up going completely the opposite and went home and made an egg salad sandwich.
Oh, perfect.
Well, because you know what I mean? For me, it's like if I want something and I can't get it, then I just go completely the opposite so I don't like intrude on that happy thought that I had over there. So I don't get bummed out either. Like, fuck, I could have had tacos and now I'm eating rice and beans. No, stayed away from it. So, but I feel you, dude. It scared me as well. And it wasn't even scary as much as if one of those people has it, do I really need, I mean, do I want to be in heaven and have dead comedians? I hope to God that I end up in heaven, and I hope to God that dead comedians come up to me and go, for a taco, bro.
Yeah.
You're here
for a fucking taco.
For a fucking taco? Like, that would just be, you know, like in my head, I hear myself going, to myself.
Exactly.
Anyway, guys, listen, man, hard questions coming up, but at the end of the day, we got to find a way to not just live, but live in a happy place. So whatever it is that you need to be doing, except for what is happening. Domestic violence is going up. There's no reason that should happen. If you follow me on Instagram, I went to the middle of nowhere right by Bert's house actually, and just screamed profanities into the wind. And you know, it's okay, man. It's okay. And by the way, for everybody out there, everybody has a Facebook page. Everybody has an Instagram or a Twitter or whatever it is. If you need to talk shit about anything, go do that, man. I mean, if you're pissed, but don't take it out on the kids and the person that you're with, whoever your partner is, and who just try really hard not to, man. That shit, because this won't last forever. This epidemic will not last forever.
Right.
It might be a year, it might be 2 years. Shit, it might be 3 years. I don't fucking know. But this epidemic will not last forever. But I'm telling you, man, when you hit and get hit, that shit doesn't go away. Sometimes it lasts forever. When you treat people like shit, there's repercussions to it. There are titty bars filled with people that were abused. So just try not to, man. No, don't. What the fuck am I saying? Try. Don't fucking do it. Just stop. Post some shit online and say whatever the fuck you want to say, but just no domestic abuse, man. Stop. It's got to stop. It's got to fucking stop. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're ending it on that note. If you ain't laughing, you ain't living. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook as well. Everything is at Carlos Mencia. For producer Bert, we're here to say, man, that even now, if you ain't laughing, you ain't living, baby. So live, love, and laugh. See you on Friday with the boys. Kevin Dombrowski, Only Juan, Juan Villarreal, Cisco Duran, and producer Bert.
If it's not too hot. If it's too hot, I might be in my pool, bro. I'm not gonna.
You could do it. You could do it from your pool. That's the beauty of it. Oh my God, that's what I'm gonna do.
There you go.
I'm
It's
gonna
supposed
do
to
it.
be 90 degrees.
I'm gonna
so.
do it from my pool, bro. I'm gonna get into the pool like this.
There's
Hold
one
my
dude-
hands like this and just do the podcast
Last
from
time
right there.
Last time we did it, this dude was like, "Hey, is Bert gonna go clean the pool?" And I was kind of mad. That's why I left. I was like, "Motherfucker, this is my pool."
Was it dirty?
No. He was fucking around. He goes, "Hey, does Bert have to go clean the pool now?"
I think he was saying that because you look dark and he,
No. I know he's messing around because when
Was
I
it
left,
dirty?
No, because when I left, he goes, "Oh, I guess Bert had to go clean his pool."
Oh.
It's funny as shit though.
I saw that comment too, but I kind of didn't understand what he meant. I thought he was saying, "Are you gonna get in the pool?"
No. He was like, "Is Bert's boss making him clean the pool?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing a fucking podcast. I'm from clients."
Well, I might be doing the podcast myself from the pool. Hey guys, just remember, man, be safe out there. Times are rough, but let's find a way to be happy and not what my I know a therapist, not my therapist, but a therapist that says a shit coat. When you're wearing a shit coat and the shit is on the outside and you come next to people, they smell your shit gets on everybody. So let's not wear our shit coats. Be at peace with yourself. I hope you're safe and that your loved ones are as well. Until next time.